You know, it's great to see so much positivity surrounding the Xbox brand, and as a diehard Xbox guy, I haven't really seen this much positivity about Xbox since maybe early in the Xbox 360 generation. So like I mentioned, that's great things to see about the Xbox. But of course, with positivity, you will always have negativity from the Xbox haters, ponies, PlayStation fanboys, or whatever we're going to call them. Now, yesterday, John Linneman from Digital Foundry posted a tweet, and the tweet said, "Stop by Media Market for the first time since the new consoles launched. Not a single Series X or PS5 to be found, but they did have a lot of Series S units with multiple aisles like this." And he provided a picture with proof that yes, this shelf was filled with Xbox Series S consoles. Now, of course, because of his tweet, the comment section, the replies were just full of shit from PlayStation fanboys. This first guy said, "Let's be real, the S was a mistake." The next guy said, "Series S was a monumental failure but can still redeem itself at 99 euros. Now this guy here is a known Xbox hater. He says, "Not very surprising, to be honest. Maybe if it had a disk drive like the Xbox One S, it could have been a little more appealing. Maybe the weak hardware is another barrier as well." Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course I have my thoughts about these comments and the picture that John Linneman tweeted out. Let's be honest, if we go by previous generations, I think this is clear what's going on. The first year or two of a brand new console generation, who are the people I should say, that usually buy those consoles at launch? People like myself, hardcore gamers. The PS5, most of those people that bought that console were hardcore gamers. We are the ones that have to get the console as soon as it launches. Hardcore gamers like myself. Yes, there are a lot of hardcore gamers out there, but there's also a lot more casuals than there are hardcore gamers. If you're listening to this video, most likely you're a hardcore gamer. You probably have an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S or a PS5 if you were able to get one. Because we are those people that gotta have it as soon as we can get it. I was able to get my Xbox Series X day one because I love the Xbox brand and I am a hardcore gamer. I have been my whole life. Now, why I'm saying that is because if you look at the past of every console generation, when do the consoles usually really start to sell extremely well? Usually a couple years into that console life cycle. That's when the casuals start to upgrade their previous consoles. That's when the prices of these consoles might go down slightly. Yes, that's when they sell like crazy. The Xbox Series S is going to be a console that's going to move units. The $299 price tag is going to immediately catch the attention of parents, of those casuals that really don't care about 4K, that doesn't really care about having the most powerful console. They just want a next generation console that can play Fortnite or COD or Madden or 2K. They don't care about that stuff. So my point is, yes, the Xbox Series X and the PS5 is selling way more than the Xbox Series S at the moment because casuals haven't really bought the consoles yet, the new consoles yet. It's 9 months into the generation. You guys are going to say the Xbox Series S is a failure 9 months into this new console generation? Come on, guys. I know some of you guys aren't the brightest, but you can't be this dumb. You know, there's a guy that constantly @s me on Twitter. He tags me every time there's some supposed bad Xbox news. This guy tags me. I don't know who the hell he is, but he just tags me. He doesn't tweet at anybody else, just me. So he, of course, saw this John Linneman tweet and he said, "Yo, Griggity, I thought your boy Phil said the Series S was going to be the better selling console. They tried the pincer strategy and it failed." Then he posted a article where PhilSpencer said the Xbox Series S will outsell the Series X. So he tweets me 9 months into the generation. Sir, do you really think the Xbox Series S is not going to sell? Do you really think this upcoming holiday, when they drop that price to $250 on Black Friday, is not going to move units? Do you really think in 2022, when the kids say, Mom, I want a new Xbox, and they say, okay, son or daughter, I'm going to get you this new Xbox, and they go to Best Buy or wherever store and see this Xbox Series S for $200 or $250, you don't think they're going to get that and the kid is going to be absolutely fine with it? Disk drive. Now, some of these guys are saying if they had a disk drive, listen, man, most of these casuals play what? Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone, Apex Legends, MLB The Show, Madden. You can get all of these games digitally. Absolutely. Actually, Fortnite is pretty much only digitally. Roblox and these games. So let's think about this for a second. Let's think about this for a second. You guys hate for Xbox. Stops your normal common sense. Just think normally. You know the people that buy these consoles at first are hardcore gamers. When did the PS4 really start to take off? Around 2015, 2016, when they lowered those prices, when they dropped the Slim. Every console generation, those consoles really started to take off when they released a Slim model, because the Slim model was usually cheaper. The Xbox Series S is already cheaper, but the casuals haven't really bought these new consoles yet. So believe me, the Xbox Series S is going to move units, and PhilSpencer knows what he's talking about. 9 months into the generation, you guys saying this is absolutely over with. The Xbox Series S is a failure. You guys want it to be a failure, don't you? And the Xbox Series S, yes, it's weaker than the Xbox Series X, but it's still a very capable console. Yesterday, Clobrio posted a tweet of the Xbox Series S running Microsoft Flight Simulator, a $299 machine at up to 60 frames per second with VRR enabled. Just think about that for a second. Yeah, so this is all I wanted to talk about, because of course these Xbox haters are trying to run with any narrative they can. You know, their no games narrative is really close to not being a thing anymore. So they have to find any narrative they can run with, and now they're picking on the Xbox Series S. That's crazy. Well, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here, but if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.